Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to this quiet and sacred space, just for you and me to relax, to chill, and just be conscious of this breathing that we're always doing. So just join me in taking that deep and gentle conscious breath. And today we're in part 4 of a series, a special series I've been doing, Compassionate Mindfulness for Mental Health Wellbeing. So, just enjoy this space. Hopefully you are somewhere where you won't be disturbed for about half an hour, and you can just spend this time getting to know yourself, feeling, observing. And when you're breathing, bring your attention to your tummy button and just feel how your tummy pushes in and out on the in-breath and the out-breath. It's like you're filling your whole body up with the breath of life that you are. This life where you exist. And on the out, just imagining all your tensions and everything that no longer serves you, you're just letting go. It is just moving through you. So we could use the breath as a way, as a tool to move energy, to bring in, to receive things that will serve you, and to move out everything that no longer works. And as you breathe, eyes open or eyes closed, it doesn't really matter. But maybe if you're a beginner at getting to know yourself, it might be an idea just to close your eyes, just so that you bring the whole full focus to you. So on the in-breath, just be aware of all the atoms of oxygen you are receiving. That is always there for you. Bringing them in through your breath, allowing them to travel to all the trillions of cells. So you could actually imagine your cells in sheer delight, dancing so vibrantly in delight as they receive all this oxygen, nourishment. So the cells are always in a state of gratefulness. So nourishing your body and mind, and then to nourish your spirit, that part of you that is invisible, the non-physical consciousness you are, is being nourished by the crystalline atoms that you're breathing in. You can see them when the sun is shining on the sea. Fluttering in delight to serve the human. So we breathe in this crystalline light nourishment that feeds your consciousness, the divine part of you, spirit, love. So again, you can imagine your spirit that has no location. It is just everywhere. It's in every part of you and out there. It is that invisible force of creation that you are. So this invisible force that has no location, it is just everywhere. And you're nourishing it by your breath. The breath that is saying, I am alive, I exist, I am here. So being conscious, being aware of your body, mind and spirit. The three intricately connected, like the DNA or the infinite eight, the maypole dance, intertwined, body, mind and spirit. This is who you are, who you've always been. But in order for us to fully embrace our human experience, we had to forget that part of us that is magnificent and all-powerful. Our experience of humanity, in my eyes, is to remember it all. Remember that part of us deep within, that we are whole, that we are well. But as the years and decades and centuries have gone on, we've forgotten more and more of this sacred place within that is intricately connected to everything, body, mind, spirit, and our environment. And we have allowed ourselves, during the roles we play of victim and aggressor, to become fragmented. Our mind is completely confused. It just can't keep up with the suffering and the brokenness and how we treat each other, how we treat the environment now. I think we have come to this space now where this virus is helping us to remember how to care for our environment and ourselves. We have missed the point, and we are killing ourselves. Chronic disease and mental illness is rampant. We are all experiencing some kind of breakdown, of brokenness. And as I talked about in the earlier series, it is this feeling within you, this deep stir, this knowing that there is something more than what you're experiencing and what there is than this brokenness and suffering. There is something more. And it is this that you can begin to connect with or reconnect. This signal that you are feeling, this more, I am more. I am something else than this brokenness. It is your consciousness, your spirit, your divine self that is connected to our magnificent world. And it is magnificent, but it's broken. And this virus is here to help us make well ourselves and our environment if we want to live on this planet for more than another century. So, just coming back to this central space you are, body, mind and spirit, harmoniously in alignment. Dancing for joy at this reunion, being nourished by the environment, by the breath, being alive, coming into connection, into a cosmic dance of sorts, together with all of yourself. Just allowing yourselves to fall into a space deep within you. It's not really a location, it is, you just imagine yourself just sinking into all of you. Breathing and just being aware of your thoughts, emotions and circumstances. This is not a place where we escape. We invite everything to be here. And if your thoughts and emotions are a little loud, it is an idea to imagine some chairs in the corner and sit them there with some cookies. Let them chew on some sweetness, just while you have a quiet time just to observe and feel into this silent space, a space that is very safe within you. Allow yourself just to feel the love that surrounds you, that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel well, loved, not lonely at all. It's hard to explain, but as you practice this, observing and feeling you will know what I mean. So you can imagine consciousness, that part of you that is invisible, as an ocean. So you can just lie back and relax and float in your own consciousness, observing everything: body, mind, spirit, out there, in here. You see, you are the center of your universe. If you had a telescope and looked out there, you would see how everything is macro, everything is bigger, from the trees, the flowers, to the earth and galaxies. Everything is a pattern, replicating itself. And then, if you look within you under a microscope, you will see exactly the same patterns as out there. The galaxies, the earth, the trees and the rivers and the flowers. The trees are your lungs. Everything has an opposite. What is in here is out there, and what is out there is within here. And it's your responsibility to take care of you. It's time for humanity to remember that they are spirit, consciousness, divine too. That the human mind and body may have been broken, but that part of you as spirit, divine consciousness has never been affected by any of your experience. You have remained well and whole. It has never undergone a trauma. So to get over all our illness, all we need to do is resonate, to come back to the wholeness we are within. And from that point, this space that you're lying in now and relaxing, feeling the love that you are, the wholeness you are, fully absorb this, feel it. Let this feeling filter through to your mind, your body, emotions, circumstances. Everything is connected. And then the environment. Allow love to run through everything and embrace your thoughts, your emotions and circumstances. It's like a divine hug. You are the mother figure, the father figure. You have to love yourself, all of yourself, all the brokenness, all the pain. Feel it, all the fears. Allow them to be here. And you can, and as I explained more last week, in this space when you're lying, you can ask a particular fear or a pain to let itself be known to you. Let it express itself. And listen, understand, just acknowledge something that you have forgotten, you have put aside, locked away. But it's time to open all the doors, to bring everything here for you, the mother and father figure. Just breathing, so just coming back to your core always. Feeling connected, body, mind and spirit, floating in your ocean. Remember, you're multidimensional. You are everything, everywhere. Just loving yourself so much, unconditionally. You've had a long experience of suffering and joy. And we are going to discern everything. Letting go. Once we have acknowledged all our fears and pains, discernment is like getting the essence out of all the experience. So it becomes part of you. The liquid that makes your consciousness bigger, more insights. But everything else, all the little things, you can forget and let go of. knowing that all the goodness, the passion, the lessons are all, will always be part of us. And just breathing now, just release the tensions. Some things you don't have to know even. You can just trust that the love you are is taking care of everything. You're just here to allow it to happen. We've done all the experience now. There's nothing more for the human to do, to fix. It can't. We haven't fixed the human yet, and we never will. It is up to consciousness to, or should I say the wholeness of consciousness, to embrace the broken mind and the broken body. And slowly, or as quickly as it wants to, everything about us will become whole too. Because you're allowing it. You're lying in this ocean, this holding place, where you can see everything. Everything is here. This is your sacred and safe space to come whenever you want to. And I highly recommend you to come here often, regularly, and practice being with you, observing, asking questions, listening to the answers, knowing that everything is working, trusting you. Trusting your magnificence is taking care of everything. But you do have to put yourself in this position. You can't continue being in the drama, playing the victim, playing the aggressor, whichever one you're doing. And you are doing one or the other. You have to admit that too. And in this space, it is a neutral space. We're neither the victim nor the aggressor. We see the game, and we've done playing. And instead, we are going to allow ourselves to create this beautiful world of wholeness, where we can step into an environment of wholeness too. You see, once we become whole, or allow body, mind and spirit to be one whole, the environment changes automatically. So every step we make, the flowers will grow beneath us. And this is the magic. You are magic, the magician. So we can undo all the damage we've done to the environment, because this is our intention. This is my intention. So relaxing, floating in this pool of love that you are, feeling oh so loved. You're here. And you can be here, even when you're walking outside. You can be aware of being here in the core of you, the depth, relaxing. Just being the essence of you, consciousness, who has the qualities of peace, joy, love, happiness. So it's something you can never search out there for. Everything is within. You just have to believe it. And it's not hard work. Sometimes it won't be nice when you're looking at the fear because the body holds the trauma. But if you trust yourself, those big, passionate, compassionate eyes, to look fear or pain in your eyes, you will see how love dissolves all fear. Fear can't exist in an environment of love. Mental illness and chronic physical pain cannot survive in an environment of love. You have to begin to be that garden of love. Do you feel the joy? The joy at imagining your love, your wholeness seeping into everything you are. The mind, the body, the environment. Allowing you to just receive that hope that you are now on the road to wellness. And you can't really describe it or even understand it because you're going out of the limitation, out of the linear makeup of physical reality. We are, I suppose, quantum leaping now. The human is evolving to reclaim its divinity and experience living life as a true celebration in all wholeness. And if you're anything like me, just imagining this, you just get so excited. And this excitement, it's like your thoughts and your emotions, what happened to them? I don't have a problem at this moment. It's, yes, they're there, and I know my thoughts and my emotions will calm down, because when you accept and you don't fight, they have nothing to live for. There's no drama anymore. There's only love, this pool of love that you're just allowing yourself to bathe in, to be, to heal you quite miraculously. It's going to take a little time, or maybe not. With a click of a finger, it can happen too. Just depends how serious you are. You want to experience wellness. So write this intention down that you want to be well. You want to, this wholeness and wellness you are within. You want to, what's the word? indulge in it, to become it. Allow the mind and the body to be well. Do you feel that aliveness? You can imagine from your tummy this star pulsating in aliveness, in wellness. And everything that you're going to touch and come in contact with, they will feel this change of vibrancy. You can say, what's happening? And you're going to say, I'm getting well. So maybe now you can understand a little how to keep focusing on your story of illness will only keep you in your story. It's good to acknowledge, yes. And if you're on medication, definitely work with a doctor. Tell him what you're doing and to help you reduce and maybe eventually come off them. Because when the wellness comes into your body-mind, there is no need for it, you will see. But don't do it on your own. So as you lying here in the pool of love, I want you to look at your body for a moment, within the network of cells, and within all these cells are many different bacteria and viruses. It's like your own organic garden. All these millions and trillions of atoms, particles. If they are swimming in a pool of love, feeling joyful, all these viruses and bacteria are going to take on a most beautiful atom. And they will, in turn, absorb anything that is less than beautiful. They will dance with these ugly viruses, maybe, the harmful ones. But this divine caress, this divine dance that you're allowing, love will eventually absorb or transform the ugly into beauty, from harmful to harmless. Your body is an intelligence of its own, and it's good to recognize that all these trillion cells and viruses and bacteria, good and bad, all working for your wellness. When you're under stress, you can know that you'll have more ugly atoms there. But when you're lying in this pool of love, They will transform. And eventually, your whole body will be an army of love atoms. An antidote for any future disease, virus. So there is no need to be afraid. Just know that fear makes you stressful, which stops your system from working and brings in the ugly ones. So stay stressless. Be love. Allow yourself to contaminate yourself with love. Love all of yourself, the broken, fearful things too, the shameful, the guilt. Embrace it all. Understand things, acknowledge things. Just feel how alive you feel, how joyful your body feels, so warm. Your thoughts and emotions and circumstances, they're really fine. You're going to change it all. It might take time, but know that it's going to be well, different. Keep imagining the harmony that you want to live in life, with love and joy, with friends and family, the love of your life. It can all come true, but you do have to embrace your fears. Stop going in the drama. Stop being the victim or the aggressor. Be love, be joy, be peace. If at all you need help anymore, you can contact me. I will work one-on-one with you, but I won't listen to your story. I will help you love yourself. I will hold this compassionate space for you to eventually be love, be one. And together, when we're all well, our environment is going to spring forth with, I think, the beauty beyond what we can sense now is going to be divine heaven. It's going to be so wonderful, so clean, so well. Such joy. I thank you for being here, for listening, for caring about you, for remembering this feeling within that there is more to you, to the world. Your magnificent self is going to be responsible now and put it all right. Thank you. I love you. Until next week, you can tune in again, because every week I talk about something that comes up. Okay, thank you.